So for today's topic, I'll be talking about teenagers and children need to be educated on the dangers of social media addiction. So the audience will be my classmates and my lecturers. So why should the audience care about this topic? Because in this modern age, many users social media regardless of age as a form of communication, keeping track of the latest news, to contact their loved ones that are overseas. However, there are also disadvantages in using social media as you will be exposed to potential threats out there, especially for children and teenagers as they are still young and ignorant. They need to be educated in order not to fall into the trap of these dangers. So why should my audience trust my argument about this topic? Personally, I use social media a lot as it is mainly used for communicating purposes like WhatsApp and so on. However, during the time when I'm free, I'll browse through social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and so on. So as I browse through these social media apps, I will take hours once I find something interesting. Let's say like a video that interests me, I will just keep scrolling on and on. So for me, I know that I'm exposed to the danger of getting addicted to social media, but I have a limit. That means I limit myself to how long should I spend on that social media itself. I know friends that are already addicted to social media, and this is actually a really unhealthy habit. So this topic, right, I would like to inform the parents that have children out there to be cautious of what their kids are actually browsing online, as they are exposed to potential threats. Why am I uniquely qualified to present this piece of information to the audience? As for me myself, I wouldn't want myself to get hooked onto social media platform. So in the same, I also don't want the rest of the world or wherever you are. I wouldn't want them to get addicted into social media also, especially those younger generation kids, children and teenagers, as it influences them heavily. As I feel that I'm going to get addicted, I'll start to research on what are the dangers that I'm exposed to. I believe that my audience will be able to relate, as some of them are like me, they get hooked unknowingly. As I go on with this presentation, I will list out some questions, maybe like conduct a survey or find a survey that is conducted by a credible source, and I will have a Q&A session where the audience have freedom to answer to determine whether actually they are addicted to social media or not. So what will the audience benefit from this topic? What will they benefit by adopting this my view? They will be informed about the potential threats they are exposed to while browsing through social media, what kind of measures they can take to prevent them from falling into the trap. So as many of them will be having children in the future or already have one, or maybe their family, they have nephews that are still young, they can inform them about these measures so that the kids will not get addicted to social media. So my purpose is to inform the children and teenagers or the audience who are able to share this piece of information among their family and spread the word regarding the dangers imposed by getting addicted to social media, especially those in the younger generation. So first off, I'll be starting by sharing a personal story of mine on what are the consequences of getting hooked to social media, following by a survey done by a credible source on what is the average time that a person spend their time on social media, and ending the presentation by interacting with the audience by asking similar questions regarding the time spent on social media. So my thesis would be the children and teenagers should learn on how to prevent themselves from getting too exposed to the social media and getting addicted. So based on my experience, I think I'm qualified to inform the audience regarding the dangers, as I myself have been studying the dangers ever since I started using Facebook, Instagram, all these heavily like 5 years ago. So yeah, This, so I have been researching on the dangers, and I have learned my mistakes as I have fallen into some traps before, and I'm improving on it currently. So for the first transition sentence, I'll be sharing on why do children and teenagers use social media frequently. So the first reason, they tend to use the social media frequently as they feel that they are being neglected by their family. So the example will be a family, their mom and dad need to work in order to feed their children. So they are rarely at home to spend time with them, spend quality time with their children. So in the end, the children will feel that they are being neglected. So to find companions to accompany them or to kill the boredom, they will go online and to find those companions to accompany them, so they will feel less bored, lonely, or maybe they're just being curious. So the second transition sentence will be the children and teenagers tend to go online to find new entertainment and have a chat, or just have a chat with their friends. So the reason being that they are feeling disconnected with their family, they tend to entertain themselves with new things that fascinate them in social media or going online. The example will be they actually find difficulties in communicating with their family through real life talking, and might feel comfortable to communicate with their online friends instead. So the social media platform is like a home to these children and teenagers where they will not be feeling like they're out of place. So for the third transition sentence, after finding new friends while going online, children and teenagers tend to neglect the people around them, including their family and friends. So they might want to have, the reason being, they might want to have their time alone despite their relative, family, friends are actually around them. So example, if they invite their friends over to their house, maybe to do homework or assignments, or maybe just play some games. But due to their daily commitment to social media, they tend to ignore their surroundings, and they will get addicted, not like addicted as a trap in the world of social media. So for the fourth transition sentence, although the social media can cure their boredom by providing entertainment, it has a downside as well. Going online is one thing. Staying online for a long period of time is another thing. Getting addicted to social media might just affect their studies and their grades. Then their grades will end up going down slope and making them inefficient in their studies. So according to a study conducted at Miriam Hospital's Center for Behavioral and Preventative Medicine, they found that due to a student's commitment to digital media could affect their grades a lot more than what the students have assumed. This end up this ends up lowering a student's GPA and their academic performance in any aspect. So for the last sentence, for those that are not being affected by the drop in their grades, they are also prone to get cyberbullied or are already getting bullied through online. So the reason being, as the students sign up for any social media platform, they are prone to exposing their privacy, like the location of their house, where they study, what they do usually, yeah, something like that. And the example will be, it's, many people tend to get bullied in their school days, and some people, their mindset is to get back to those who have bullied them, or simply just bullying others through the usage of social media platforms. This is known as cyberbullying, and it can be dangerous, and it may cause a child or teenager that feels fragile to feel stress from it, feeling all negative, and they will end up getting depression. So my conclusion is that with the advanced technology that the world is offering now, social media has become a part of our life, whether you like it or not. From an optional thing, it transits to become a necessity to almost everyone, especially to those in the younger generation like us. However, there are dangers to getting addicted to social media, such as you'll be losing your privacy, losing your friends, and you might also lose your life because of social media. So it's best to learn about the dangers that you have just the dangers about social media, so that you will not fall too deep into the commitment. And that's all for my video. Thanks for watching.